speakers of the webinar and the knowledge sharing sessions which we had. Mr. Prakash Almeida, Mr. Sanjay Awale, Dr. Harold DeCosta, Naveen Sir Gaikwad, Advocate Sanjay Rego, Ms. Natasha DeCosta, Viraj Almeida, Prakash Almeida again, Professor Margaret and Professor Sean, Ailton and Preeti Arana, Prakash. We had one panel discussion on entrepreneurship for children with Prakash, Satej and Major Franklin and Sam. Similarly, we had monthly meetings where we had Sheetal Chavan, Sampad Iyengar, Mr. Agnello Rajasthai, and Neville Carvalho today we have as a speaker. So before we commence the proceedings, a gentle request to all of you to please sit at a fixed position where you could be seen clearly if you are using the video, and to keep your surroundings on silent mode by keeping yourself on mute whenever you are not speaking, and then move to a better internet zone. I would request our member, Payas sir, to start with the prayers. Is Payas sir there?
I think you can go ahead, Arvind sir.
Yeah, okay. I've come here. I would pratna kiya. Payas sir is there. Hello. Yes, Payas sir, if you are not audible, we can't hear you clearly.
Arvind sir, I think you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, okay. So let us pray. हे प्रेमळ पित्या, आम्हा वसईतील सर्व ख्रिश्चन व्यावसायिकांना वसीन ख्रिश्चन बिझनेस असोसिएशनच्या नावाने एकत्रित केल्याबद्दल आम्ही तुझे आभार मानतो. आमच्या असोसिएशनच्या पदाधिकाऱ्यांना तू दूरदृष्टी आणि कृपा दे. त्यांना आलेल्या संकटावर मात करून सभासदांना चांगल्या तऱ्हेने मार्गदर्शन व प्रेरणा द्यावी म्हणून तुझी विशेष कृपा आम्हास दे. हे प्रभू येशू, तुझ्या नावाने सभासदांनी ख्रिस्ती मूल्यानुसार एकजुटीने एकमेकांसाठी व्यवसाय संधी निर्माण करून मदत करावी व व्यावसायिक समृद्धी बरोबरच आमची आध्यात्मिक प्रगती व्हावी म्हणून तुझी विशेष कृपा आम्हास दे. हे पवित्र आत्म्या, आमच्या भावी पिढीतील मुलांना आम्ही आदर्श बनावे. आमच्या व्यावसायिक कार्याद्वारे वसईची व सर्व सभासदांची उत्तरोत्तर प्रगती व्हावी अशी प्रार्थना आम्ही तुझकडे करतो. हे आमच्या स्वर्गीय बापा, तुझे नाव पवित्र मानले जावो. तुझे राज्य हो, जसे स्वर्गात तसेच पृथ्वीवरही तुझी इच्छेप्रमाणे हो. आमची दररोजची भाकर तू आज आम्हाला दे. जसे आम्ही आमच्या अपराध करणाऱ्यांना क्षमा करतो तसेच तूही आमच्या अपराधांची क्षमा कर. आम्हाला मोहात पुढे देऊ नकोस, पण वाईटापासून आम्हाला सोडव. आमेन. Before we start with the procedure of, I will two minutes to tell you about BCBS journey. Nilesh sir, I am audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, very much clear.
Okay, thank you. BCBA was formed and we commenced working in September 2016. We are registered as a charitable purpose under the Societies Registration Act. The main objective of forming this Christian business was to unite Christian business
Orwell and Milroy, you can just check with them. The objective is to unite Christian business persons and to create possibilities of same employment for the society as a whole. We have a monthly networking meetings. So far we have completed 46 monthly meetings, and today is the 47th monthly meeting. Currently, we have 300 plus registered members. Registration is also possible online at bcba.co.in/register. We have webinars, member presentations, opportunities to put up stalls for exhibiting their products and services and selling their products. We have discounts for members, and there is always a sense of belonging when you become a member of an organization for the community. Just to brief you about today's participants, we had about 40 registrations today. That includes around 12 BCBA registered members and 13 guests. As you can see, we have participants in all sectors of business. We have from service sector, we have 22 and members and 7 from guest category. We have 3 members who are into food business. Out of them, 2 are guests and 1 registered member. We have 4 members who are into trading business and a guest who is into trading business. We have overall 5 participants from manufacturing category. That includes 3 registered members and 2 guests, and 1 guest who is into construction sector. So we welcome all our 13 guests today, as we call Atithi Devo Bhavo. So we welcome all of them, and I request Colin to introduce them.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm honored to introduce Almeida Roberts, who is from Counseling Consultations, then Edsel D'Souza from DB Tech, CA Velenkani Lopez from VA Lopez and Associates. Then we have Mr. Melvin D'Souza from the House of Tatas, who is into training. Then we have Professor Sandra Almeida from Viva College, who is a passionate teacher. Then we have Mr. Peter Almeida, who is from Apple Computers and is a reseller and service provider. Then we have Mr. Sebastian D'Souza logging in all the way from Pune, who is into real estate and landscaping. Then we have Mr. Diego D'Souza, who is from Olaf Engineers and Consultants, who is into clean room, HVAC, and dehumidification. Then we have Mr. Satish Menezes, representing Reliance General Insurance. Jovita Pillai from Cake and Bake, who is into baking. Aishwarya Pereira from Abhinandan Builders and Developers, who is into design and creation. Hiral Pillai, who represents a lovely name into chocolates known as Chocolatier Love, and who is basically into handmade chocolates. And last of Mr. Edward D'Souza from Pneumatica Technologies Private Limited, who is into machine manufacturing. Thank you.
Thank you.
For coming and joining us.
Thank you, Colin.
You're welcome, sir.
Is Harman sir back to take over?
Sir, yes, I have some serious problem with the internet.
No problem.
But can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
So thank you, Neil, sir, for taking over. But about BCBA, did you speak about BCBA?
Yes. That is done, and visitors introduction is also done. We have welcomed them.
Great.
Yeah,
any background about the participants, sir? You have done that?
Yes, that is also done.
Let us move forward with Diana Madam introducing our speaker to us today. We have Mr. Neville Carvalho from Common Communications, who is going to tell us how to communicate business effectively. Over to Diana Ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. I would now like to introduce our speaker, Mr. Neville Carvalho, and his success story. He has done his post-graduation in business administration. He has more than 18 years of experience in marketing and public relations. He has served several reputed companies like Sun Pharma, Abbott Labs, and B. Bronze. After gaining a wealth of experience in these firms, he started overseeing the agency operations of a major PR consultancy firm. Being a marketer and having served on the client side for several years, Naval's expertise lies in recognizing the business objectives of clients and sharing their insights with the servicing team to create business-oriented communication strategies. Throughout his career, he has advised several national and international groups, calcium sandols, Ever Youth, Neutralite, and many more, before eventually moving on to set up his own venture, Carmen Communications. So friends, put your hands together on the chat box and please welcome Mr. Naval Carvalho. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you very much for that introduction. And thanks to all the BCBA members for inviting me here as a speaker. And needless to say, I am deeply honored to be here among you all.
Thank you. So, excuse me. Since we are just 4 minutes ahead of the time,
right.
I have a poll which will be helpful for your session. So, with your permission, can I go ahead with the poll? We'll just take just 1 minute.
Absolutely, sir. Please go ahead.
So, here is the poll which will appear on your screen. The subject is, of course, communicate your business effectively. Now, just wanted to understand from you and what you feel, which ministry has launched a mobile app called Mosam? So when we think of Mosam, what do you feel, which ministry must have launched it? As per your understanding, as per the communications that we get generally.
Yes, environment.
Yeah, just click on it and submit your poll. So request everyone to participate. This is anonymous poll, so your name will not be recorded. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it's good that 70%, 75% have voted for it. And let me show you the results. Do you see the results on the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
yes.
So let me tell you, the Ministry of Earth Sciences launched a mobile application Mosam for the India Meteorological Department on July 27th this year, 2020, which is designed to communicate the weather information and forecast to general public. So using this app, general public can access observed weather forecast, radar images, and be proactively warned of impending weather events. So that's where it's Ministry of Earth Sciences and not the Environment Ministry, as 75% of us have recorded. So that's where the communication gap is. So thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Nilesh sir. Thank you for this beautiful information. Back to Neville sir.
Thank you, Nilesh, for the poll. That's a very interesting poll that came up there, and really highlights the need for communication. Needless to say, I think ministry should be given this feedback. They need to start working on their communication to make sure everyone's aware of this particular app.
Sure.
Good. So I'm going to share my screen. Is that okay, Nilesh?
Yes, yes. Please go ahead, sir.
All right. So I'll be talking on communicating your business effectively. And why this is important, needless to say, because communication has a huge role to play. Most of us think that business is all about our products and services. But communication also has a lot to do with our reputation in business. So communication impacts reputation, like I was saying. And the relation between communication and corporate reputation is that the reputation of a business is built not just by products and services, but also by the communication that you put out, the way you communicate with your stakeholders. So corporate reputation is a sum of your business activities plus communication. right? So that's how people perceive our business matters. And that's where we need to make a difference. So moving ahead, when should you examine your communication? You're probably thinking that your business is doing really well. So when is the right time to examine if we are communicating correctly or not? So there are a few pointers I wanted to put out here. Firstly, if you have the best technology to offer, but most people are still not aware, then it is time to examine your communication. Next, if your products and services are unmatched in class and quality, but you still find people are going to competitors, then maybe it has something to do in the way of communicating. Thirdly, if you're on the threshold of exponential growth, your business has reached a particular trajectory and you want to grow from there, and you want to take your business to the next level, then you would probably want to relook at how you're communicating. And if you think, sometimes we think we have a great business going, but others around us are not bothered much. Maybe it's family, it's friends, and you want more and more people to know about your business. So that is the time that you need to examine your communication. So that brings us to the question, how do I examine my business communication? How do I know that everything is going good for my business and if I'm communicating correctly or not? That brings us to something called communication audit. Now, what is this communication audit? So basically a communication audit, if you want to look at communicating effectively, then obviously you need to know where you are currently. What is your current position as far as your communication is concerned? Because only if you know what is your current position, you can bring about changes in your communication and then make it more effective from where it is today. So that is a communication audit. And the question that you need to ask is, where do I begin? So I'd like to put out a few steps and lay it out for you in terms of what is a communication audit and what are the steps involved. So going into the first level straight away, you need to look at two levels, internal communication and your external communication. Now, what is internal communication? So internal communication has anything to do when you're communicating to your employees, when it is within the walls of your organization, right? It may be your employees, it may be your partners, it may be your vendors. So there are various tools that we use in business, right? You use emails, inter-office memos, you use an intranet, even the meetings that we conduct, the training programs that we conduct for our employees, all that comes under internal communication. Even the phone calls, the way we receive calls, the way we make calls, all that comes under internal communications. External communications is what goes outside. So outbound communication, when you're communicating to your customers, investors, the general public outside, when you're putting out advertisements, you're putting out press releases, you're conducting conferences, and you're engaging external audience, those are external communication. So in the first level of audit, you need to list out what are the communication tools that you're using under both internal and external communication. And what you need to do, you need to check for synergy. Now, what is the synergy? Synergy is basically a pattern or a common thread that needs to be visible in your internal and external communication. So you need to make sure that you're seeing a commonality in the messages that you're putting out. So there has to be, for example, the look and feel of your website should not be drastically different from, let's say, a brochure or your newsletter. There has to be a synergy in the look, feel, the colors that you're choosing, and the messages that you're putting. Your company vision, your company's mission, etc., has to be reflected across your communication channels, both internally as well as externally. So that is the first step. For example, look at the display here on the left-hand side is an Apple US website that you see, and on the right-hand side, what you see is Apple India's website, that Indian website. But look, both of them look exactly the same, right? That's called synergy. There is absolutely no difference. They're talking about the latest iPhone out there. I'll move on to the next slide. Now, look at the internal communication that they have listed here. Emails, flyers, web portals. If you look at all of these, they look more or less the same. The background is white. The products displayed are more or less the same. So there is a synergy, there is a commonality. And whichever way you look at it, you know that you're looking at an Apple communication that's out, right? So that is a synergy that you need to establish. And this, if it is not there in your communication, it's something you might want to address. I'll move on to the second level of the audit. So we talked about internal, external, which is the first level. Then we'll move on to the second level. Now there are three things here: verbal communication, visual communication, and non-verbal communication. Let's see what are these. A. So verbal communication is whatever is in oral, whatever you speak and whatever you write. It could be your receptionist greeting line. So there's an incoming call, your receptionist picks up the phone and greets. That's a form of verbal communication. Sales pitch, the presentation that your sales guy is making outside. That's your sales pitch. That's a form of verbal communication. Written communication is all your content that goes into such maybe your websites, maybe your brochures, etc. The second is visual, which straight away implies your the visual, how you visually engage your audience, which means, I mean, these could be your signages, your logos, your graphs, photographs of the company, videos, corporate videos, all of that comes under visual. Now, what do you need to look for? You need to look for, are these communication, do you have enough sufficient communication material, first of all, to support your business goal? Is it enough? Are they up to date? So, an old, a visual will not work. Is it up to date? You need to keep updating your websites, for example. Yeah. Now, beyond that, the third aspect is non-verbal communication, which a lot of us as entrepreneurs tend not to notice, or we may not give much importance, but it is equally important. So what are these non-verbal communication? These are your postures, your gestures, your physical appearance of your office, for example. When a customer walks in, what is it that he gets when he looks at your office? What is the thought that's going on in his mind when he looks at your clothing, their staff, their body language, and so on? So very quickly, let's look at the different forms of non-verbal communication in business. Now look at this image. This image, you can see some technical words here. Kinesics, which means your body language. Proxemics, which means your proximity, your closeness to the other person. Something called haptics, which means your touch, sensitivity. Vocalics, the way you voice yourself. And chronemics, which means your time capability. So all of these put together are forms of non-verbal communication. It may seem a little technical, but it is something that can be studied and can be scientifically addressed. And it is important. In fact, as per study, they say there's a study which shows almost 55% of people pay attention to your body language more than what you're saying or your voice. 55%. So it brings these questions to mind. Are your salespeople providing the quality of customer service that you would personally give? Are your vendors providing the same quality of customer experience as you would personally give as an entrepreneur? These are the questions that you need to answer, right? I'll move ahead. And if they are not, then you should consider training to address your communication needs here. The third level of audit are the 5 C's of communication. Now we talked about the first level, which was internal, external. The second was verbal, visual, non-verbal. And there is a third level, which is L3, the level 3, which covers your clarity, your completeness of communication, how concise you are in your messaging, how correct you are, and how concrete is your messaging. So the 5 C's are clarity, completeness, conciseness, correctness, and concreteness. Let us examine each of these. So clarity means straightforward. Keep your language simple. Don't use high funda language. Just keep the language simple. Second is completeness. Your communication is complete if it provides all necessary information that your customers want, right? So it should answer all the essential questions of what, when, how, where, and why. So we call this 4 W's and 1 H. So what, when, how, where, why. Your communication needs to address that. And also make sure you give some extra information. So in the example on the right hand side that you see, if you're hiring somebody, then you need to make sure you put in what qualities you're looking for, why do you need such a person, what are the roles and responsibilities of the person, and so on and so forth. Plus give some extra information, thank them for joining the organization, or welcome them to visit all the departments and get more information. So that's called completeness. The third aspect of the third C is the conciseness. So avoid long wordy sentences on your, for example, website, and avoid unnecessary repetitions. So rather than saying, the salaries which are not paid to you, you can just simply say the unpaid salaries. The fourth C is correctness. So you need to make sure your communication doesn't have any mistakes. Your facts, dates, numbers, all that should be correct, right? For example, if you write 2000 when you are supposed to write 200, there's a huge difference. So you need to make sure your communication is accurate, it's correct. The fifth C is concrete. So whenever you're making a claim, you need to back it up with facts and figures. So always use facts and figures. Don't leave it open-ended for people to judge. So for example, if you're saying that please send the following items by the end of the month, it is open-ended. You need to specify the following items should reach us on or before 21st May, right? That's accuracy. So that is called being concrete. So you need to cover all these 5 C's of communication when you're looking at your communication audit. Let's look at this example. This is a small exercise. I have got an advertisement placed here, and let us examine whether this advertisement covers all the 5 C's. So point 1, does it have clarity? I think yes, because the language is simple. Is it complete? Yes, because it describes the entire product. So looking at it itself, I know what it is. Is it concise? Yes, because it describes the product in just 3 words. It says pen, sanitizer, spray. And in those 3 words, I understand what this product is all about. Plus it has visuals. So there is a visual of Chota Beam there, by which looking at it, I know it's for kids. Kids can carry a product like this. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct because I don't find any spelling mistake, etc. in this. Is it concrete? So yes, because it specifies your kill ratio. When you're saying it is a sanitizer, I obviously want to know what is the sanitization level, and they are claiming 99.9%. So it satisfies all the tests, all the C's of communication, and therefore this is a good communication in my opinion. Let's look at the 4th level of audit, that is a medium of communication. Now, a medium of communication is the level 4, where you have to look at something called owned media, earned media, paid media, and shared media. It sounds a little complex, but I assure you it is quite simple. So this is owned media, earned media, paid media, and shared media. This is the 4th level of communication audit that you would need to look at. Let me just describe a little bit in detail. So what is owned media? Now, owned media is media that you buy and that you own as a company. Now, this can be a website. Now, a website is mine. I can choose to put whatever content I want on my website. Newsletter. I can put out a newsletter with my content in it. So these are properties that I own, right? There is another form called earned media. Now, what is earned media? Earned media is what people write about you, what a third person writes about you, where you don't have a control of what is being put out. For example, the newspapers. Now, a newspaper may carry an article of yours, or a television reporter might cover something, but you don't have a control over what that person is saying. Now, obviously, if you've done something good, that person will talk good about you, if he has found something negative about your company, he will report negatively. You don't have a complete control. So this is called earned media, meaning you have to earn the newsworthiness has to kind of have its own merit in other people publishing about you, right? The third form is paid media. Now, what is paid media? Paid media is what you pay for. So if I want to put out some communication and I want to pay for it, I can pay and buy an advertisement in the newspaper, and I can say what I want in that advertisement. So you're paying for something, you're paying for an advertising space, and you're putting out your communication. That's called paid media. Then there is a 4th form of communication called shared media. What is shared media? It is your social media. So this is a platform that you don't own. So you don't own Facebook, you don't own Twitter, but you put out communication to share those thoughts with others. That is called the shared media. So these are 4 different tools of communication in the audit. Now, when you do an audit, you need to put together a communication strategy, and you need to understand how much of each of these 4 forms of media are you currently using. If you're not using, whether you want to use them, and how much you should use them in what proportion. So that is how you develop a communication strategy. This is called a PISO model. PISO means paid, earned, shared, and owned model. And as you can see, there are details put out here. Because we are having a shortage of time, I'm not able to explain in detail. But this is just to give you an overall idea of how a communication strategy is put together, and to just give you some food for thought on how one can develop an effective communication strategy. So once you've done this audit and you understand where you are in terms of your media share, you can then work towards either improvising certain areas which you are lacking in, or adding new forms of media, for example, paid media, or for example, earned media, which is given through PR. So to summarize, I know it was a very short time that we have, and I've tried to do justice and just throw some light on how to address your communication needs in your organization. One is you start with assessing your present communication needs versus your business needs. Then you determine your business communication, both internal as well as external. Then you check for verbal, visual, and non-verbal levels of communication. After that, you audit your 5 C's of communication. That is your clarity, completeness, conciseness, correctness, and concreteness. After that, you assess your communication media, which ones you would need, which ones you don't need. That is your PESO model. And then plan your media. So you have a communication strategy after that. For that, you can either do it internally, you can brainstorm with your team, or you can hire somebody, or you can bring in a communications consultant to assess your communication needs. These people are usually from an advertising or a PR background. I come from a PR background. So this is how you assess your communication needs and build an effective communication strategy. So I think I've exceeded my time, and I'd like to stop here. If there are any queries, I'm willing to take.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
sir.
I
Thank you,
think
Neville.
there were two queries, but I think
Yes.
Nina's query was automatically answered in subsequent
Yeah,
slides.
it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thank you,
And
sir. Thank you
John,
for your valuable time
Thank you,
and the
sir.
fantastic knowledge we have enhanced due to your presence today. We are really grateful and honored today to have you with us. Thank you so much. Nilesh,
Thank you for having me, sir. Thank you.
Nilesh sir, if there are any queries which you can take up with Neville sir, I think we can answer it, no?
no, I think he is also a BCBA member, so he is already there in our group.
Yes.
There is one question from Braun saying, is it possible to receive this PPT copy?
Yes, I'm happy to share the PPT copy if it's okay with BCBA.
Yeah,
I'll share you
absolutely.
the final version that I have, which I'm sharing right now. I'll share it. I'll send it to you by email, and you can circulate to those who are interested.
Sure, sir.
Thank
So
you,
you are
sir.
there for some more time, or
Yes, sir. I'll be here.
okay. All
Thank
right.
you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you so much.
Yes, Harman sir, over to you.
Moving ahead, I think we should start with the breakout rooms. Admin team, Nilesh sir, can you please take over?
Yeah. So now we will have teams to be segregated into smaller groups, and we will have a sort of group discussions so that we have close interactions with the smaller group. We
There is
will
a
have.
disturbance. Can you keep everybody on mute, please?
Yeah, so we will have around 10 to 12 minutes of discussion, and then 3 minutes to conclude group discussions. All right. Now, shortly, you will see a message on your group to accept the invite for joining breakout rooms. Admin team, you can go ahead and send the invitation. So please accept these invitations and join the respective breakout rooms. And we will be back in say 10 minutes or so. Yeah, hi, John.
I don't know whether Daigo has joined.
Daigo, are you here?
Yeah, Nilesh, I'm here.
Yes. Acha, okay. I don't know, maybe let's wait for a few seconds. Let's see if someone else is also joining.
So we have just 3 in this group.
Ideally, we should have 5 per group.
Okay.
Can you give me 2 minutes? Let me talk to admin team just to see whether they are okay with the format and they have not lost somewhere.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'll just talk to them. Meanwhile, Daigo, if you can go ahead with your introduction so that John understands what you do. And I think you both are in some syncing business. So if something can come out. Daigo, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, sure. My company name is All of Engineers and Consultants, and we are into clean rooms, HVAC, and dehumidification. Basically, clean rooms is used in India in pharmaceutical industries where medicines are produced. And we have our manufacturing unit in Vasai East, Sativli, and we manufacture air handling systems, dehumidifiers. Dehumidifiers are the central air conditioning system which reduces humidity. For example, central air conditioning system, they are cooling the air. These dehumidifiers, they are cooling plus reducing the humidity. So mostly they are used in pharmaceutical, electronic, food, and wherever humidity is a problem, we use dehumidifiers. And we set up pharmaceutical factories, engineering side, air conditioning and partitions, selling doors, modular doors and flooring on turnkey basis in India and some African countries. Over to you, Nilesh.
Good evening, Daigo John Pinto here.
Yeah, John.
And I am into a company called TechFlow Engineers.
Okay.
We are into repairs and maintenance of cooling towers.
Oh, really? Great.
Industrial cooling towers, which are used in pharmaceutical and heat engineering industry.
Okay.
Basically, we specialize in repair and maintenance. We do not manufacture.
Okay.
But we also have a small manufacturer for the internal parts, that is the fills which are used in the cooling tower, which are very important for cooling. That's we have a manufacturing unit at Vasai, which is near Vasai Fata at Arihant Industrial Estate.
Okay.
Okay, and we manufacture the PVC fills there, which is supplied all over India. And then plus we take over cooling tower jobs, repair and maintenance jobs anywhere in the country. I've done a lot of jobs in the pharmaceutical industry in Goa.
Okay.
And some of my clients are like P&G and Centaur Pharma, etc.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
so
plus we supply to cooling tower manufacturers also.
Okay, so you are into repair and maintenance of cooling towers.
Yeah, yes, repair and maintenance of cooling towers.
Okay, we purchased many cooling towers from Parkour and Advance and Mihir.
Okay.
And I remember one more manufacturer was there from Vasai. Yes, there was a small cooling tower I purchased from them.
Okay.
So basically, we set up entire HVAC side.
Okay, great.
Pharmaceutical industry. And for India, normally in India, the chillers, pumps, and basically the plant room, normally the client or the pharmaceutical factory companies, they directly buy.
Yeah, they normally buy directly.
Yeah, but
they come to us only for repair and maintenance, for cleaning and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now for changing the fills on a regular basis, once in 3 or 4 years, you need to change the fills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we have turnkey projects in African countries. We have presence in Kenya, Sudan, Tanzania.
Okay.
So in African countries, we do it on turnkey basis.
Okay.
Means we set up pharmaceutical factory except civil. Rest everything we do. Electrical, HVAC, then all utilities, water system, firefighting system, and air, compressed air, flooring, partition, ceiling. It's complete system on turnkey basis. So I think we both are.
Yeah, all right. So any synergy that you see in both of you?
Yeah, basically I can support his venture, which is HVAC. And wherever there is cooling required, a cooling tower is also, it is a supporting unit for the chilling plant.
Great.
Yeah.
We also have one member whose name is as Leno, appearing as Leno, but I'm asking him to unmute. Not sure. Anyways, actually, I am into management consulting. I worked for 13 years with a management consultancy firm in Mumbai. And then in 2015, I started my own management consultancy with focusing on revenue leakages and possibilities of fraud. So, installing process and systems control in such a way that the cases of revenue leakages and frauds are minimized. So that's how it is. Now, currently, we work with corporates as well as individual proprietorship concerns. The focus is on manufacturing and trading concerns. I mean, large manufacturing and trading concerns, wherein they have, say, multiple units, multiple locations, complicated processes, a lot of accounting related issues, tax related issues. So that's where we really chip in and ensure that, I mean, however big or small, the owner gets a complete control on his business in terms of management reports, and develop, I mean, such management reports that he gets clear idea of his business, what it is happening in terms of trends, and which helps in better decision making. So that's how it is.
Yeah, Nilesh, do you have something for small industries, like small companies like Amazon?
Yeah, of course. That's what I said. I mean, however big or small, as good as say small organization, it's like a small catering business. Now we also help them to track their orders and ensure that, I mean, track their individual profitability by their orders. So it is something like that. Now, caterer is a small business, but still we go ahead and we help them in, I mean, refining their processes so that their revenue leakages are tapped, unbilled orders or something like that. There are a lot of issues. People, I mean, at times they don't understand that indirect losses are much more than the direct losses that they see.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, we work with, I mean, the smallest companies as well, and corporates as well, as high as Wadia Group.
Okay.
So, I mean, we have solutions for everyone.
Okay, that's good. Like, see, when you say leakages and frauds, means can you verify what kind of frauds or leakages you are targeting?
See, something like now when you have accounting person, I mean, small organization generally don't have, say, like an individual person for sales or purchase. So they have generally one accountant.
Right.
Just an example. This is just an example. Now, what accountant can do is can tie up with the respective vendor, saying that you supply additional material, and this material can, I mean, physically that material may not come. Point number one. Or at times there could be two bills for single supply. Now, as a owner, you believe on your accountant, saying that, I mean, since he has submitted a bill, and as a process, if you generally approve the bill as a normal course, he finds an opportunity to provide a duplicate bill and get that also cleared from the boss.
That's possible.
So then in that scenario, now see, boss has some limitation because he cannot have two persons to do control checks. So what are the best alternate controls possible for that size of business? So we suggest that, and we help in implementation. At the same time, we also do frequent review as per the needs, maybe quarterly or 6 monthly or annually, just to ensure that, I mean, these processes are reviewed and the accountant is told that what you do is subject to audit. So he is also under pressure that, I mean, he has to maintain all those documents in an order.
Okay.
And revenue leakages, as I mean, something like some benefits which are possible, which are not taken. Now we have got a client in Andheri who was not claiming his export benefits, and we identified those benefits and made all these applications. Now he gets, I mean, he got this 10 lakhs one time for 3 years in his bank account, and that's where we charge the fees. And going forward, he is assured of at least 10 lakhs saving in his account on account of export benefits.
Okay, so that's a handsome amount.
Yeah. Then like a company who has got 2-3 locations. So, I mean, we try to merge and ensure that synergy is maintained. Some club, I mean, discounts are taken. So something like that. So I think we have 40 seconds now. to move
That
back.
sounds interesting. Maybe we will discuss in detail some other time.
Yes, yes. Sure, Daigo.
That's a good thing. You are doing a very great job, Nilesh.
No, I mean, that's where I thought, because I left the job and I thought, I mean, there is an opportunity wherein I can help people. I mean, it is not that, but it could be a win-win situation.
That is it. Exactly. It's a win-win situation for both.
Correct, correct. Right. Good talking to you. I think we were knowing each other for a long time, but we never got an opportunity. So this breakout room gives an opportunity.
Great. Yeah.
Yes, this is a good option.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we go back to the main room.
Okay.
Yes, welcome back to the main auditorium room.
It was a nice session.
Nice session.
Yeah.
Nice session.
Very nice, really nice.
Next time we will
Good.
increase by 10 minutes more.
No, no, it's not each 10 members in a breakout room then. 10
Okay.
members. Then
Yeah.
we will increase the
Thank you. Thank you.
time limits.
Good.
Welcome back to the main room.
Yeah. So anyone would like to share the experience for 1 minute? Can we have Daigo D'Souza, if he can share his experience?
Yeah, Nilesh, do you want me to share the experience?
Yeah. In 1 minute about breakout rooms.
Yeah, this was really nice, and in small rooms, 4, 5, or small groups, you can actually communicate with each other, know about each other's business, and I found it really interesting. And fortunately, I found Mr. John. He's from the same industry where we serve. So hopefully, we can discuss more in details in breakout room.
Yes. Thank you, Daigo. Let me tell you, our admin team had worked and they had orchestrated these breakout rooms so that there could be some synergy between the participants who are in those respective rooms. So, can I request now Nina to unmute and share her experience in 1 minute before we move on to the next session?
Okay, yeah, hi guys. So it was a nice experience. This is my second breakout room, as in the second monthly meet. It was a nice session. Got to know more people, and yeah, and to see everyone and to understand how people pitch their business is also a good experience when it's on a one-to-one or a lesser number of people in a group. So yeah, it's a nice idea.
Thank you, Nina. We are exactly on time, and then I hand it over to Harman sir.
Yes, and Nina and Diego, in future we will keep these breakout rooms in a more lengthier time where we can have participation in different groups. Like one group we have participated, so we will be able to rotate the groups so that we can meet everybody who's attending the meeting.
Yeah, that will be good.
Yes. By this we can know each other better in a better format, better way.
Nilesh, one newcomer, if you could ask a newcomer who has attended today itself.
Daigo is a guest. Daigo is not a member. So one guest and one member.
Daigo he is a regular guest, and he soon he'll be a BCBN member too. I hope.
How about Miss Aishwarya Pereira? Let us hear her experience.
Hello, hi, my name is Aishwarya. This is my first session and it's a really different experience. I've never seen someone doing something like this, and this is the first time I'm getting to know about it due to Samson sir. And I really enjoyed the breakout room. It's actually a very good way that, during this quarantine, we are all locked inside our homes. And it's so good to know that there are people outside who are waiting and who are also like us, business people who are sitting at home. So we can contact them, and within our community, we can all share everything and, increase our businesses.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you for joining us. And hope as you are in touch with Samson sir, you will be a VCBA member soon.
Sure.
I think, yeah. Arman sir, are you here?
Yeah, I'm there. I have having the serious internet problems, but if you can hear me, let's move to the next
Yes.
step. Where we have an introduction by David. We have a 10-minute presentation on business by Braun Dabre. So I request David sir to introduce the presenter to us.
Yes.
Over to David.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Today we have our BCPA member, young and energetic person from Bhuigaon Parish. He will share his business working with all of us now. This entrepreneur, after completing his post-graduation in global financial markets, started his own career with BSC Limited, formerly Bombay Stock Exchange, as deputy manager. After gaining good market knowledge and relevant experience, he started his own financial planning firm along with CFP certification in July 2020. When he is not crafting financial plans, you can usually find him playing volleyball or bike riding trips. For your information, he has done 15 days Leh Ladakh bike tour in year 2017. Let's put your hand together now to welcome to start his presentation. And he is none other than Mr. Braun Dabre.
Thanks a lot. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Braun.
Yeah.
You're clear.
Thanks a lot, everyone, and the BCC team for allowing me to share my business. Okay, I'll start with my presentation. Just a minute, I will share my screen. Yeah. So basically, I'm a professional certified fee-only financial planner and the founder of Cornerstone Financial Planning and Advisory Services. So this was started as a under one roof financial planner concept, as in at any given point of time, I can give a financial status to the client and also manage his finances and also give smart, easy ways to grow the wealth of the existing clients. And moving on to other part, just a minute. And the another more motive was engaging young generation, because there is a kind of mentality that financial planning will only be for the old people. So I wanted to engage the young generation people in the age group of 20 to 35. There is a general notion why to pay for a financial advice if it's freely available from your friends, families, and online. But you need to understand something, that any free advice is not 100% correct. It's just 50% correct. But some of it just forwarded information from one person to another. Secondly, if the person is giving free advice, he's earning something from that. Getting an advice from a fee-only financial advisor is like paying a fees to your doctor. A particular doctor diagnoses your body, and on that he will give the solutions. What is the issue with your body? Similar with that, if you're gonna pay me, like me as a financial advisor, I'm gonna analyze your financial situations, your ups and downs, what is your goals, and on that basis, I will provide you a report. And for that report only, you wanna pay me the money. All the financial counseling will be free of cost. Secondly, we are not affiliated with any organizations, AMCs, mutual funds, or insurance organizations. As a result, the whatever analysis I provide is thorough analysis, a thorough study after understanding your financial situations. And that's, I think so, that's the worth your money. And remember, at the end of the day, it's only about reaching your financial goals, dreams, and aspirations. Moreover, choosing the right financial advisor can make
Ross, excuse me. I think your screen is not moving.
Yeah, I just stopped in that. I will just move my screen later on. Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. About my experience, I was ex-deputy manager, trading operations, BSC Limited. My qualification is certified financial planner from Financial Planning Standards Board. I have a post-graduation also in global financial markets, 2 years from Bombay Stock Exchange. This is kind of financial services I offer. First is the financial goal planning. In that, there are short-term, mid-term, and long-term financial goal planning. A particular example may be marriage, starting your own business, house renovation, this kind of financial goals. And if you want, for example, if you're having a example I'm talking about, you have a marriage down the line in 1 year, and you have a target, a budget of 1 lakh. How to accumulate that funding? How to put those fundings in short-term investments? So this kind of analysis I do and provide you the plan. Other services are insurance planning, retirement planning, tax planning, debt planning, debt and loan planning, then asset allocations. I have a collaboration for Zerodha for trading facilities and portfolio management. Estate and will planning, wealth management. Wealth management is the people who have existing wealth, and those people are in need of make an existing investments in various asset allocations. Then the second last is social responsibility, CSR. And the last one is the startup funding. So basically, this is the process I follow in financial planning. In the first process, I gather the information, having a one-to-one consultation with the counseling with the client. After that, client will provide me his goals and objectives, what he wants, what are his needs. After that, I will analyze his financial positions, his incomes and expenses, his savings. And on that basis, I will draft a plan. And after accepting, if the client accepts that plan, we will implement that plan. That is called execution of the plan, and he will make the investment in various products and services. And the last step will be like monitoring. So there are quarterly reviews, semi-annual reviews, and yearly reviews also, depending upon the package you take. So basically, my target audience is divided into two. The first one is primary target. As I explained, I am focusing on young generations because young generation is a population where financial planning is usually done after 30 years or 35 years. But I think you should start at early age. Like any other mutual fund scheme, if I've seen an ad where you need to start early to have more funding at the time of your retirement. So my first is primary target basis, which age group has 20 to 35 years. Investor type is aggressive. These young people have aggressive tendency. They can take higher risk and higher return. So basically, they can make investments in stock markets and equities. The second target will be secondary target client base is age group above 35 years. So this kind of investors are like conservatives and moderate. They will take a risk of medium and low. They want to save the money and also grow their money simultaneously. So basically, this kind of clients will tend to have an investment in banks and bonds. Most important, you all must be having the question, why you need a financial advisor? You can manage on your own. But you need to ask these 10 questions to find out, do you really need? The first question is, have you planned a financial goals based on your finance savings and the time? Second question is, do you track your expenses in line with your savings and income? The third question is, are you aware of your net worth? That is assets minus liabilities. Fourth question is, do you have a contingency plan for your cash? For example, if you don't have a job due to COVID-19, many of the people have lost their job. So in this kind of scenario, do you have that kind of funding and which is easily accessible? The fifth question is, have you calculated the right amount of the insurance required for your life and for how many periods? The sixth question is, do you have a retirement plan? Do you calculated the corpus required at the time of the retirement based on your lifestyle? For example, you're living a particular lifestyle during this time, and if you want to live that particular lifestyle down the line at the age of 50 or 60, due to inflation rate, that expenses will be increasing. So what kind of money you need at the time of retirement, you need to calculate today itself. And accordingly, you need to make that investments. So are you aware of that kind of investments or how much money you need at the time of the retirement? The seventh question is, are your current allocations, the current investment you've made on based on your financial goals, are in line with your time horizon for particular period and your risk appetite. The eighth question is, have you undergone a risk profiling test? That's important. Risk profiling test is like basically tells you what kind of investor you are. So there are basically three types of investors: conservative, moderate, and aggressive. A conservative investors don't want to take a risk at all. He need to put funds in a particular product, financial product, where he can get a regular income. Example can be government bonds, corporate bonds, commercial papers. The second type of investor is moderate investor. Moderate investor is like a 50-50, like a hybrid. He can invest 50% in the bonds, in debt funds, and 50% in the equities. And the last one is, like I explained, aggressive investors. They have a tendency to take a higher risk. And obviously, there's a common law: you take a higher risk, you will get a higher returns for that. The ninth question is, do you review and rebalance your investments in tune with your financial situations in turbulent times? For example, when the stock market crashed in the month of March 2020, what kind of changes you made in your portfolio? And the last question is, that's most important, and I think so only 5% of the people in all over India does it. Have you created a will or estate planning? And is your family or nominee aware of it? So there is these are the top 10 questions you need to ask yourself. And on that basis, you will understand whether you need a financial advisor or not. There is a common quote, a famous quote: people with goals succeed because they know where they are going. It's simple as that. So that's all from me. Please do contact for any financial advice or any query you have with me. Last and most important, BCP networking. That's what about this BCP community is. So currently we are in collaboration with NM Consulting, Nilesh manages Dada, for the execution. As you know, I just provide you the plan. Execution you can do with any advisor. I have a collaboration with Nilesh managers to provide mutual funds and insurance based on the client. Second is, some of the clients have their basic advanced taxation needs also. So in that, at that time, if there are some CAs who are in VCP community, I can approach them. And the last, in estate planning and will planning, basically we need a legal entity. There should be a legal document, and for that purpose we need lawyers. So if there are lawyers and legal entities, it can be helpful from BCP community. And this is rather than apart from my topic, we had a webinar where a panel discussion about this young entrepreneurs and the startup. So I came to a conclusion that there is no proper startup incubators to promote young entrepreneurs. They have a good idea, but they don't know how to process it, how to market it. They don't have a proper capital, proper funding. So I want to propose to the BCP team to create a particular environment, so where we can coach these young entrepreneurs and also provide them fundings. There may be rich people in Vasai who want to make investment in a good business, so they can approach them. That's all. Thank you very much for giving me time to present my business. If you have any questions, you can ask me now, or you can reach me on this contact details.
My question.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you for this lovely presentation. Anybody was there with a question? Samson,
I have a question. First question.
Yeah.
How will you help me for the startup new product demo is made?
So basically, whatever there is a particular process for startup funding and startup evaluation also. I have a collaboration with a person who is my mentor from BSc.
Done. I will message you now. You will talk.
Yeah. Just message. Just message me now.
Done. Just a second. Don't cut out your screen. Just a second.
Yeah.
Samson, anyways, he is also a member. So we are definitely, I mean, as I said, as he mentioned that he is in association with NM Consulting as well. Braun, we have chartered accountant CA Velankani Lopez. She's also part of today's meeting.
Okay, that's
and
good.
she is also associated with NM Consulting. and we can take care of taxation issues.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this valuable information. I know you are a BCBM member, and by default, BCBM member will always be there for any other BCBM member.
Yeah.
We are sure of it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We move further to the testimonies of BCBA by Samson sir.
Hello. You cannot see me. Echo. We have made a testimony list for 2-3 years. Now it's like we are not making every day. We are collating all the testimonies and putting down. Currently, some works have been done by already from Basin Furnishings. One at SKC school. They have provided sofas there. One of the client of mine have been provided with curtains by already Falcao. And then Nina DeCosta has given cookies to Nilesh. So it's again a business transaction which happened to it. And Aishwarya is supporting Samson Gomes for blogging and social media works. Then Ignatius from Connect You or Virtual is making website for Samson Gomes. Then Julian Sequeira has ventured into new laser cutting for acrylics and has done many of BCBA clients and other than BCBA clients. So many are helping Julian Sequeira for new venture. So till now I am having this much only of the referral and networks. We are every time trying to collect from the group. So when I propose the networks in this week, kindly put it down in the group so we can jot it down in the Excel sheet. Thank you.
Okay, Samson, thank you. So these were the testimonies which were put up on the group for this week. We have on record many testimonies for last 47 months. Crores of rupees of business has been transferred within our members and will transpire, is taking place. We are there for each other. Moving ahead, Nilesh sir, can you do the final announcement and the closure?
Yeah, so the next phase wherein we have infomercials. So now your picture and your information will reflect on the screen, and accordingly you can see on the right bottom, you can see the next presenter, and we move ahead accordingly. So Samson Gomes, can you please lead us?
But if anyone wants to share for a particular 5 seconds, you can share it, no? Hello.
Why? What sharing are you talking about?
Anything he wants to share according to for his business, he can do or not do. I don't know.
Not currently. We have other opportunities for that case. So currently we go ahead with
Samson Gomes. Okay, Samson Gomes. I am an architect by profession. I do interiors and bungalows in Vasai Virar. So currently I have started with a new venture, metal. In the breakout room, I have shown to Nina DeCosta, Satish Vinejis, I will take some time and present the entire set of doors. Also, once the in the location of the showroom. So thank you once again, Samson Gomes, architect and metal doors.
Hello, I'm Harman D'Souza. My company name is Harman Homes. I am into property trading, buying and selling property. We have a business in partnership with a new company called Annavidya, which we are into rice, wholesale of rice, basmati, kolam and rice. That's Harman D'Souza for Harman Homes.
Most of the time, businesses do not know that there are revenue leakages in various forms and possibilities of fraud. Do you know any organization with multiple business interests, units, locations, and projects? Please refer such organizations to us as we plug these leakages for our clients. This is Nilesh Menezes from NM Consulting, Partnering Business Care. We are into management audits for businesses. And with our global exposure and understanding of local needs, we help clients with customized process improvements. My give is Universal Medicare, which is a pharmaceutical company. And ask is any founder or owner of a small organization with multiple units and complicated process. So once again, Nilesh Menezes from NM Consulting, Partnering Business Care. Thank you.
Hi friends, this is Colin Sequeira here from D'Souza's Best Homes. I'm a real estate and finance consultant, and currently I'm marketing a beautiful designer project, a bungalow project called as Ashiano over here at Papadi in Vasai. So I am looking for prospective clients who would be interested in having their own independent bungalows. Once again, signing off. This is Colin Sequeira from D'Souza's Best Homes, dealing in real estate and finance. Thank you.
Hello. Good evening. This is David Demonte from Giving Best Solutions. We are specialized in giving best solution on health, wealth, and happiness. We do take complete responsibility of your every risks, so you will have complete peace of mind. Do contact me for LIC, Starred Mediclaim, Surgical Steel Cookware, and Ayurvedic brand cold press oil. Thank you.
Can we have Pius Miranda, please?
Yeah, I'm Pius Miranda. My company name is Sky Broadband and Miranda Estates. I'm into internet service provider. At the same time, I'm into land business. Anyone? Nilesh?
Yeah. No, I think we lost in between. If you want to go ahead with your land business comment.
Oh, yeah. I'm also into land business. Anyone requires to invest in land plots, they're available in Vasai as well as in Wada for farmhouse, etc. May contact me. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Diana Satam from Neil Consultancy Services. We are into payroll and statutory compliances. We also help in obtaining licenses such as shops and establishment and contract labor license. I have one more business in the name of Expert Cleans. We help you to clean your cars at your doorstep with just 1 mug of water. We also help in sanitizing your cars from inside. For any other details, please contact me. I am Diana Satam. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. This is Braun Dabre. I'm from Cornerstone Financial Services and Advisory. Is anyone in need of financial planning or goal planning, irrespective of whether you're a businessman or a job-going person? Everyone needs a planning, be it retirement planning or insurance planning. Please do approach me. Thank you.
Hendrix, are you here? Rakesh De Silva? Yeah, John.
Good evening, everybody. This is John Pinto representing TechFlow Engineers. We specialize in repair and maintenance of cooling towers. We have a manufacturing unit in Vasai for PVC fills and can undertake turnkey maintenance of jobs of your cooling towers of any make and size. Please feel free to contact us for your requirements. When your cooling tower causes you to lose your call John Pinto 98671-80380. Thank you.
George De Silva.
Good evening, everyone. My name is George De Silva. I represent Gigan Sport Services. I am a distributor for Bailey Mineral Water It's a parlay product all over Vasai and Naigaon. Jeeru, exotic Jeeru soda and Rio Fusion drink. If you require anything, you can please contact me on my number 98500-90204. Thank you.
Nina.
Hello everyone, this is Nina DeCosta from Bakes from Home. I'm a healthy home baker, FSSAI registered. My USP is I bake my cookies, cakes and breads with whole wheat, nachni, jawar and among other healthy flours. And I do not even add refined white sugar or baking soda or baking powder in my cookies. My simple ask is now with this festive season, if you have any friends or if you want for yourself, I'm into making hampers as well, edible hampers which has cookies and cakes and everything. So you can always give my reference. Lastly, I've begun deliveries within Vasai and Virar for cakes as well. So do try my cakes out. Thank you.
Eric.
Hi, good evening. My name is Eric Fonseca, representing MEVT Glass Vasai. We deal in architectural glasses, and I have my own factory for glass designing and etching. So any kind of glass work, mirrors, back-painted, wardrobes, back-painted shutters, sliding window mirrors, sliding window glasses, please do remember that MEVT Glass is a one-step solution. We take a pride in saying that we convert your imaginations into glass. Thank you so much, Nilesh.
Greg.
Hi. Hi, good evening. I see you in great and glittering smiles. Beautiful weather, pleasant. My name is Gregory Moniz, financial advisor for the last 9 years with Max Life Group. So I give free counseling service for insurance and mediclaim needs. My ask is protection of your family needs. I am Gregory Moniz. Please get connected to me. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Brian. Brian DeCosta. O'Neill. Ajit D'Souza. Roger. Satej Menezes. Coach Raymond.
Good evening, friends. Calling entrepreneurs, professionals, and those wanting to get into business. 3 benefits. Sort yourself, sort your business, ensure cash flows. I'm offering the first accelerated online version of the 6th batch of Passionpreneur Mentoring Program to identify the niche which you can lead and dominate. I'll post the link in the chat. Raymond D'Souza, Passionpreneur Coach, personalized handholding for turning passion into prosperity.
Thank you. Leslie. Anand Pereira. Noel Pereira. Julian Sequeira. I think Pius Miranda, sir, you have gotten a great opportunity in internet service provider. So I think weather is affecting internet service. That's where our members are not joining.
That's true. I think this internet providers are not able to give proper service because of the many times demand.
Yeah, true. So we move ahead. Eldred Falcao. All right. So here we have now. Here we have opportunity for visitors to introduce themselves. Can I request Alberta Roberts, sir? Edsel D'Souza.
Good evening, everyone. I am Edsel D'Souza, representing my company DBTech. Basically a CCTV installation company also dealing in biometrics, intercom and alarm systems. We are known for a personalized and prompt service with reasonable and competitive rates. A good ask for me would be a chairman or secretary of a housing society who was interested in updating their surveillance system or installation of their surveillance system. Thank you.
CA Velankani Lopez.
Hello. Good evening. My name is CA Velankani Lopez, and I'm the proprietor of VA Lopez and Associates. I am also associated with NM Consulting. So if anyone needs any consulting in taxation and accounting, kindly feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Professor Sandra.
Myself, Mrs. Sandra Shamir Almeida from Viva College. I'm in teaching field since last 16 years. I want to start my own business, so I'm here. And teaching is my passion. I want to take it to some different level. Thank you. Have a nice time.
Thank you. Melvin D'Souza. Peter Almeida. Sebastian D'Souza, who logged in all the way from Pune. Daigo D'Souza.
He was there, but I don't know. Now I'm seeing that he is no longer there.
Yeah. Daigo D'Souza.
Even Satish Menezes was there for the first half of the meeting.
All right. Can we have Jovita Pillai? All right. Aishwarya Pereira.
Hello, my name is Aishwarya. I'm from Vasai. So I tutor online for MSCIT, DTP, Tally, SketchUp, whatnot, and I am also an interior designer. I'm in the learning stage in my 3rd year, but I'm still taking up projects. I am associated with Abhinandan Builders and Developers. That is my father's company. We develop buildings and we take land under construction or development. Also a website designer. I am also a graphic designer and I give presentations online. I am professionally an anchor and I speak at public events. Need any help with any of these things, please feel free to contact me.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Can we have Hiral Pillai? All right. We have our guest all the way from Bangalore, Edward D'Souza.
I think, Nilesh sir, the bad weather outside is hampering the internet connectivity.
Possible.
So let's move ahead. If anybody of us want to discuss anything, ask any questions about BCBA, and Nilesh sir and Samson sir would be happy to, and the working committee will be happy to answer you all.
Okay, I can speak for some 1-2 minutes.
Yes, Samson, go ahead.
Okay, for the new joinees today, I think you might find this as a good networking events which is happening on and around. We started in 2016. You are invited to some people or some members, and if you find this is as a good opportunity to network with the members and new members, we have a website www.bcba.co.in. We have again a YouTube channel where you can log on to see the existing and till date completed sessions. Also, if you want to become a member, the student membership is 750 and normal membership is 1,500. So you can connect with anyone from the group. Just have a link with it. We'll just post the website name on this chat box. You can put credit the amount from that line also, and you can fill the form from there also. Thank you.
Thank you. So, any questions? Any questions so far from anyone before we move on for the announcements?
Today's communication program was excellent.
Yes, good. Good, Gregory.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hello, Nilesh.
Yes, Daigo. Yeah, I think you missed your introduction. So you please go ahead.
Issue with the network.
You have to call Mr. Pius.
Yeah, okay. I want to place one ask. Actually, I am looking for a digital marketing agency. If somebody is in digital marketing in our group, can connect with me.
Sure, sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Arman sir, you can take it up. I think you have got good connect currently.
Yes. Yes, I can help Daigo.
Yes, you can.
I request anybody who is a frequent visitor to us, I would request if they are wanting to know the procedure for joining VCBA, please feel free to ask, because we have our procedures in line. We have a website, we have an online form, we have our Boston Catholic Bank account. We have this organization is a non-profit organization, and 1,500 is a very nominal registration fee which we have. Please feel free to ask any questions regarding BCBA. We are there to answer you. We have continuously been running for 47 months. Not a single month has been missed out in the monthly meetings. And as you know, there are a lot of testimonies. People are joining. And we are hoping to take our number from 300 to 1,000 soon. So if there are any questions regarding BCBA or any clarification you want regarding BCBA, you can ask. Plus, we are looking out for speakers. Every month we need some information, some honorary speakers. So you can always put a suggestion or whatever information you have and help us to go ahead with the new speakers. You are welcome to join the working committee also.
Sure, Raja, sir, I think.
Sir, over to you.
Yeah.
If you want to say something.
Yes, yes. We have missed a few members who came in as direct entry. Can I request Dominic Lobo?
Hello.
Yes, Dominic.
Myself, Diamond Lobo, Dominic Lobo. I'm a member of, my company's name is Diamond Construction, and we are in construction. We have lots of group constructions. Right now, our construction is going on heavy side, and also Nalasopa also. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dominic. Dominic Lobo. Now, can we have Dominic Castellino?
Hello, BCBA. This is Dominic Castellino from Star Electronic Concepts. Have you done what is needed to protect the lives of your loved ones and assets? I am not talking about insurance. We at Star are niche experts in fire, security, and IT infrastructure with experience of over 14 years. We have catered to clients like RBI and Mercedes-Benz, etc. We take care of your needs like CCTV, fire alarm, access control, everything under one umbrella. Because we know your assets can come back, your loved ones can't. Dominic Castellino, bringing safety and security solutions to your doorstep.
Thank you. Thank you, Dominic.
Thank you.
Now, can I request our esteemed speaker for the day, Neville Carvalho, to unmute and give his introduction about his business?
Thanks, Nilesh. So I'll just kind of give a brief overview. I'm a communication consultant, like I mentioned. So thank you for having me here. I run a public relations consultancy firm called Carmine Communications, and we assist companies in building a corporate image and corporate reputation. So if any of you or your clients have any such requirement where you need to build the image of your company, then you may get in touch with us, and we help you to say the right things at the right time in the right media. So you can contact me on 9820-969664.
Thank you. Thank you, Neville. Have we missed anyone?
Pedro sir is there, I think. Pedro sir.
Pedro sir, काय बोलायचं आहे का तुम्हाला? पेद्रू सर आहात का तुम्ही?
अनम्यूट कर.
David, you can talk to him. Meanwhile, we move ahead with the announcements. As you must be aware that in this lockdown period, we had either webinars or monthly meetings on every Friday. So reserve that time for BCBA from evening 5 to 6 for webinars and second Friday for monthly meetings at 6 p.m. Now in this process, we have 21st of August, we have virtual site visit all the way in Europe, in Estonia. So our member who is in Europe, in Estonia, he'll be showcasing his business and opportunities in Estonia and Europe. And we will have an opportunity to virtually visit his office and see the opportunities. So don't forget, we will come back to you with registration details next week on Monday. So don't forget and ensure that you register for this program. Then after that, on 28th of August, that's again Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. we have a webinar, 1 hour learning from Coach Raymond D'Souza. He'll be talking to us on the journey of entrepreneurship from an individual to creating an institution. So he's there with us today, and we are thankful for that. And he has also already posted his program details on the chat box and also in our WhatsApp group. It is a wonderful program for all the newcomers and the second generation entrepreneurs. Raymond sir, if you want to talk about that program for a minute or so.
Yeah, so the program is the first entry level program that I offer. I offer 6 levels of coaching. So this is like the nursery of it. It is designed for those of you who are struggling to connect with your market, are not getting desired cash flows, and don't know whether what you're doing is right. So in this program, you are able to interact with me, sort out all your difficulties, and get a map for moving ahead in a step-by-step manner. 2 of my participants are currently sitting today in this. So one is John Pinto, who was there in partly in 2 of my batches, and the other one is Dominic Castellino. Thank you.
Thank you.
John and Dominic, if you can just put in a word as to what difference it made to you.
Raymond sir's coaching has turned around my entire business plan. I have been in this business for around 14 years now, but the insights that he has provided has done a total turnaround for my business. There was a time when I was struggling for orders and I used to run after customers. Today, customers are running after me and I'm not able to fulfill the orders. That is the 360-degree turn that Raymond has brought to my business today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominic. I think that's it from my side. Dharman sir, you please go ahead and.
Nilesh sir, meanwhile, how much is the ticket entry for Estonia you have kept for the virtual visit? Or is it absolutely free?
No, flight will be booked by the respective members, and we will offer complimentary site visit.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
How much luggage we can take? How much luggage?
Depends on how many members we will in.
About luggage, I will check with BCBA working committee and then I will get back to you.
Okay.
So our next meeting to Europe, correct?
Yes, correct.
So, great.
Virtually. So let's be clear, otherwise there will be confusion. All right, Harman sir, please go ahead with Thanksgiving.
So thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, visitors, and hope the aspiring businessmen in the visitors group will join BCBA and keep in touch, keep in the eye open for our messages, and join our webinar, join our open meetings which we have on every Friday, and our monthly meetings. Please be there to join us. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Miranda,
everyone.
yeah, I think Pius Miranda, if you are here, you can go ahead with final closure and Thanksgiving. No, I think he himself has network issues.
Yes.
All right, so Arman sir, maybe a final Thanksgiving for all the members, all the visitors who could join. Special thanks to our esteemed speaker, Neville Carvalho, who could join at the last moment with a small, at a short notice. And I mean, the session was extremely helpful, and I must say it exceeded the expectations that we as a committee had in mind. So thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Good night. Have a happy and enjoyable Independence Day tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wish you all a happy
Thank you
Independence
so
Day.
much.
And,
Happy Independence Day in advance to all.
Happy feast too.
Happy feast.
Happy Independence. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, and good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Have a successful week, Nelly.
Good night. मेरे तो गुनेट कुछ सुनता
Yes, बोला पेटू सर, बोला पेटू सर, अनम्यूट
Raman sir, how was it? How can, I mean, what was missing?
Very nice. Yeah. Your poll was fantastic. Brilliant. It hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Sure. So that was excellent. The first time I heard speak on communication, and it was so much of things which I had not heard. So that was something fantastic.
Yeah, true. Very true.
And he was also willing to share the presentation, which was something again awesome. Great.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
But a lot of people are having network problems. So I think somewhere they need to be educated on how they can solve the problems.
Correct. But anyways, I mean, of course, I mean, that is in a positive spirit, we must take it. But anyways, Vasai people, I mean, they already have their own issues with, I mean, virtual meetings.
Right.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Once again, thank you, Coach, for joining every time.
Sure.
And thank you, Neville sir, for a fantastic session.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you, Neville sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
सगळं जनरल नॉलेज